Today is day 3 of the 12 Days of Christmas Garland, and we will be showing you trees for our garland demonstration. This is very similar to the previous light bulb demonstration with a little bit difference, and I am also going to be attaching a actual cording with scrap fabric that you can use instead of ribbon or purchased cording to use along with the garland. So as before, you need 2 pieces of fabric for the main tree, 2 pieces of fabric for the trunk, and 2 pieces of batting for the fabric, and make sure that you have a 1/2 inch space around the outside of the template to be able to trim once you have sewn the ornament together. The trunk portion needs to be centered on your fabric piece and sewed to the main portion of the tree fabric before tracing the template. And you can do this as I did with the light bulb in one long continuous piece, or as I did here with just smaller pieces sewing it individually. So trace the template onto the layered fabric and batting, ensuring that the trunk portion is centered along or formed along the seam line of the trunk, and that the back piece of the trunk fabric and the front piece of the fabric match. So when you layer your pieces, the front piece of the tree and the back piece of the tree, these seam lines on the trunk should match. Then you want to position and secure the hanger at the top of the tree. Now I have used a 2-inch piece of ribbon for these, but depending on the size of your cording, you might want to increase that. So the demo that I am doing on making cording out of scrap fabric, you're going to need a larger piece of ribbon or a larger piece of string for hanging. The 2-inch piece of ribbon is not large enough to be able to string that cording through. So think about what size of cording you're going to be using to string your garland together and make that ribbon or change the size of the ribbon accordingly. And now you're going to again sew around your marked template, leaving a 1 to 2 inch opening so that you can stuff. On this one, I left the opening at the bottom of the trunk, and so then it was easy just to sew across the bottom of the trunk. And stuff the trunk. Again, don't overstuff it. It's nice just to leave a mildly stuffed ornament, unless you like the really overstuffed ornaments. And then sew that opening closed. Using your pinking shears, decorative scissors, or just straight scissors, trim around the outside and use caution when you are trimming around the hanger. And here is the garland with the trees hanging on the cord that I'm going to attach a demo for. This cording is using scrap fabric. And again, remember we have 25% off on all of our Christmas items, and you can use the link that's attached to go to our website. And thank you for joining us.